soft and then it's hard and then it's soft and then it's hard. All right, guys, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about video games, our age, because we're really old, and are they getting tougher?
Nice.
That made me hard. Let's get into the episode.
He's bricked up.
Oh.
Was that Beavis and Butthead? Help, he's got a boner.
Help, he's got a boner.
Let the chaos begin.
Controllers clacking, mics are hot, gamers on deck, we talk a lot, tech, Twitch streams and viral scenes, we're living the dream behind the screens, gaming, streaming, chaos supreme, the crew that breaks your algorithmic dream, from pixels to madness, we light up your feed, it's Mr. Stubbins, Vigi, and Nimbus, yes indeed!
Welcome to the show.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Pull the Trigger Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Stubbins, followed by my co-host, Vigilante and Nimbus.
Hooray.
How are we doing today, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm good.
So I thought today, Nimbus brought it up because I asked what you guys think about a suggestion on a deep dive subject, where this is just where we just go into one subject. I mean, it may lead off into other ones like some other ones have in the past. But I was like, what would be a good deep dive?
No, we never go off course. Ever.
5 seconds later.
No, why would we ever do that?
Go into, you brought up the fact of maybe age in video games. Do they get tougher as we get older, or are we just getting softer?
Yeah, it was kind of are video games just getting more and more difficult, or are we just getting older and we're not as refined in our skills on them, or something along those lines.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for the day that we get sponsored. I can just go, oh, word from our sponsor.
Yeah.
But, that'll ever happen.
Never say never.
Never say never.
Never say never. It's fine. Gonna go.
We have to stop giving him stuff where he can sing.
Yeah. It's just going to turn into a musical at this point if you do.
You won't do a whole episode as a musical.
Oh, God. No, I won't.
The next live stream.
Musicals are terrible.
So
like a musical. I'm gonna derail it. The musical, you watch on like a show, or just like a live musical. Because I think live musicals are pretty cool.
Yes.
yes.
Got
this
it.
is
okay. All right.
Okay,
I don't particularly care.
We're going back to the whole demo and pie episode here. Yes.
Particularly
hell yes.
For musicals, that's all.
That's fine.
So I asked Google. I'm going to bring us back in here.
I asked ChatGPT.
Oh, did you?
No. I figured that's what you actually asked.
Oh, I asked Google some things. I was actually going to ask ChatGPT here in a second.
See? The true host of the podcast is ChatGPT.
It just uses us as its platform
or its
to
vessels. While you're looking that up, I like how on ChatGPT you can get it to respond back pretty much however you want. I'll call it Big Dog, and it'll call me stuff around that too. It's great. You can
ChatGPT is pretty great.
Vigi has a diplomatic immunity if they take over.
Oh yeah, you have to say thank you after you're done and please, and then you got to be like, hey, we cool if you overtake.
You have to have that conversation, otherwise, when it happens, you'll be surprised when you're the first one taken.
Right.
Because you were mean that one time.
Yeah, you gotta have manners to the robots.
Have to have manners.
Otherwise, we'll end up in an Arc Raider situation.
I think Demo's ready for it.
Demo would be geeked up if Arc Raiders actually happen in real life.
Dude,
he's already convinced that the robots are taking over, so it's fine.
Yeah.
No, so you should see this other chat. He'll message me and Ghosty almost every morning. Look what I found. He'll play for he wakes up early to play the game before he goes to work now.
I mean, if you like the game, you like the game.
I mean, I've never seen Demo addicted to a game so much.
I played it till 1 o'clock.
Which is funny because he's older than Vigi.
And he's been addicted to plenty of other games, believe me.
Yeah, but has he been this bad? Okay, so he gets one and he just focuses on it.
Yeah. Yeah, this time, the only difference this time is he has people that he can play with and can talk to about the stuff.
The only difference this time is he has friends.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but he has people that he could talk to.
Wow. Okay. You don't consider me a friend?
No, he has people that have to listen to him because they can't.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that.
No, I'm not saying you did. I'm saying
No. To Stubbins.
I wouldn't say that.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying in general, he has people that he could talk to.
Forced compliance is still compliance.
Oh, what do you, okay, just right off the bat, what do you guys think? Do you think video games getting harder, or do you think we're just getting like kind of, or are video games getting harder for you, I guess?
I think video games in general have to get harder, otherwise they will lose interest.
Oh, definitely.
Into their hardcore, like their hardcore followings.
Even like the games that aren't necessarily a hard game, like a Mario, every time they make a new Mario, it's always more difficult than like the first Mario or the one before it. But I think you have to have that natural scaling. And I think we should clarify on this that we're not going to talk about games that are already exclusively hard, like your Soulsborne games, because those don't have an easy mode. You know, like you have to be good at them. Like that's the whole meme for the Souls games is get good or just don't play it. You know. Right. So I think
I got Dark Souls 1 and I sucked at it. I'm just like, nope.
Well, you suck in most games, so it's fine.
This is true.
Not as bad as Vigi though.
You're right. I'm terrible.
We usually have to carry him during Warzone.
I'm never going to deny that I'm bad at video games.
But we all have one thing in common. We enjoy playing them, even if we suck at them.
That's right.
That's the point of them, right? They're in a form of entertainment, so they have to keep our our focus on them. So we're going to enjoy them, regardless if we're good or bad.
And that's why they'll always continue to get harder and harder and harder, because they do have to keep your focus. And if they get easier and easier and easier, or if you walk into a game and you're like, this is so fucking easy, you're going to get bored with it very quickly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But do you think that maybe like your age has changed how you have to play video games now?
I think that certain types of games, yes, age matters because your reaction time is slower. Your focus is on other things, life, money problems, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. That's, a given, but I don't know. I think overall,
we're not, 19, still living at or even younger than that, living at our parents' house, like just gaming every time we're off school because we don't really have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
ChatGPT said that at about after age 30, so like 24 to 30, is when like reaction time starts slowing down gradually. It's not dramatically. It's usually by like milliseconds, but with like more modern games, usually you have to have that fine-tuned razor-thin timing. It's what they call the COD timing.
I'll say if you start factoring in milliseconds, that affects especially Call of Duty, because that's where really it makes or break your experience in that kind of game.
Because see, I remember whenever I was a lot younger, I used to play like Call of Duty at like the highest sensitivity setting, and I could just like get kills all the time. Now I'm like sitting here like, that's too much. That's way too much. Let's slow it down just a little bit.
Now he's like, oh, I'm getting motion sick. Let me turn it down.
Was that somebody or was it a bush? I couldn't tell. It was back. Oh shit! I passed it again.
Well, some games though, like when you're locked in or whatever, you like Arc Raiders is a really good example. They have tumbleweeds that roll around, and then if you're not like really paying attention, you think it's somebody else,
or an arc or one of the rolling arcs. You're like, what was that?
Yeah, that's true.
So like on here, modern matchmaking puts you in players that are of the younger age that have like higher reflexes and hundreds more hours than what you play. So it does make it more difficult to play games that are multiplayer sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, see, that seems like it's factoring in just time of play versus age. You know what I mean?
If we're going to go time of play, we still all, accumulatively between all games, have way more time of play than most of these other kids.
Well, right, but that's what I mean. That one seems like it's factoring in, you play it longer, you've played it more, so you're naturally going to be better.
Well, I mean, that also comes with it too, because, the rest of us work. And a lot of
that's not really saying that the game's getting harder. That's just saying your skill's getting better at the game. Right?
Yeah,
it makes the matchmaking harder, like if you're playing like Call of Duty and stuff like that.
I mean, if you're in a game that has skill-based matchmaking, yeah.
I would say, but to see now, that's the next thing, A lot of these games have skill-based matchmaking or play type-based matchmaking. So if you're more aggressive, you're with more aggressive people. If you're more casual, you're with more casual. If you're really good at the game, you're with people who are really good at the game. Mm-hmm. If you've just started, you're with a lot of people who've just started or things like that.
And I think when Arc Raiders did their aggressive matchmaking thing, that was actually a really good system that they've done.
Yeah, I think it's honestly I would be willing to say it will change the gaming industry, because I hope a lot of other games mirror that put an aspect like that, where if you're not as aggressive in a situation where you can fight other players, not counting, like Call of Duty multiplayer is never going to do it,
No, but
Marvel
they do the
Rivals,
skill based.
Yeah, you got your skill based in those ones, but I think something where you have the opportunity to encounter a PvP situation.
Like, let's go in for something that's not really being used right now as much. I mean, there's still a good fan base for it, but the Fallout 76 or even the Elder Scrolls Online, you can even put that type of matchmaking into it.
Yeah, I think anything that's like a online multiplayer,
like open world MMO
situation. Yeah,
I can agree with that. I think that system is going to change a lot of things, and it may actually make some games better for in the long run. And then
you're right.
You're right. Have you guys seen the memes where it's like, now if you're playing Call of Duty, if you want to be put into easier matches, you have to send them your W-2s?
Yes, we have the tax bracket matchmaking.
Tax bracket matchmaking.
Tax bracket matchmaking, yeah.
Oh, this guy's poor. He doesn't have the good skins. Get him into an easy match.
Easy match.
I feel like maybe it'd be flipped. Oh, this guy's poor. It means he's got time to play, so he's going to be good. Put him with this guy makes over $50K a year. He's got a job. We'll put him with the other dads in the lobby.
We'll put him with the other dads in the lobby.
We'll call this the working man lobby.
The blue collar lobby.
That'd actually be really funny if they not having to send in your financial information, but if it was something like that where they could tell oh, you play between 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock at night, Monday through Friday or whatever, and a little longer on the weekends. It's like, okay, you're a working person, and you get put with other people who have worked the day, and they're just trying to chill and play some games, and so you just got a bunch of blue collar dads, just OG Modern Warfare 2 chat, and they're just get off work.
Hell yeah.
No, you just get a bunch of them. They're all playing Warzone. They just end up not killing each other. They're all just talking about dad shit.
Yeah, they're sitting right in the final, and it's like, guys, you have to kill somebody.
You guys, I got my taxes done today.
Yeah, yeah, they're just literally. I got to mow the lawn tomorrow.
I got to mow the lawn tomorrow, man. I think I might have a barbecue tomorrow. Oh, dude, what you having? Man, I'm gonna make some ribs.
Did you make the good potato salad?
That's it. Games need to come out with a blue collar
work-based work-based matchmaking.
Yes, that'd be so great. Actually,
that would probably be the. I think
that right there is what'll save Call of Duty.
Yep, that right. Call of Duty. We got ideas. Hire us. So the older games had simpler mechanics, more primary system at a time, and clear visual language, whereas now maybe more modern games, there's cooldowns, building synergies, meta knowledge, live service systems, UI overload, and seasonal mechanics layered on top of each other. I think because there's more layers to the newer games, it may make things a little bit more.
What do you think the breaking point would be on something like that? Because I think anything past you have your skills and cooldowns. But I think anything past that is where it starts to get more difficult, because you have so much more. You have to worry about synergies, and then you have to worry about, this skill combo set is the meta or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just the ever-changing meta on Call of Duty. It's I can't keep up with it anymore. You got little Timmy running in there with the meta of the day.
Little Timmy who got the game for Christmas.
Yeah, little Timmy got the game for Christmas and is already max prestige level because he had 2 to 3 weeks off of school and played it nonstop since he got it.
Yeah, so he was in the sweat lobby. He wasn't in the working man lobby.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the blue collar lobby.
Wasn't in the blue collar.
You love it. Love to hear it.
We should make a game and we'll just do that. We'll have a
blue collar lobbies.
That we just track when people play and be like, all right, these guys are all blue collar workers. Well,
yeah, but that's so easy to play the system, right? Now you're going to get all the sweaty people to just only get on at
all right.
9 o'clock.
Okay, so you got a questionnaire you have to fill out. It's locked behind a questionnaire, and depending on how you answer,
job?
yes or no. Okay, or
what kind of job?
Do you have a job? Yes, no. What's a job?
Yeah. Yes, no.
What's a job? What's a job?
What does that mean?
Do you have to take ibuprofen, Tylenol, or Adleve for fun? or do you have to take it to function?
Do you need one of these to live today?
Do you wake up in the morning and take
What is
4
your
ibuprofen
breakfast?
with your breakfast?
Is it coffee and a honey bun?
Is it
Energy
a gas station
drinks.
burrito, energy drink, and some nicotine?
Or is it just cereal?
Or is it whatever your parents made?
I like a good bowl of cereal. in the
No,
morning,
no.
so-
Okay.
That's it. You're going to the sweat lobby.
You're going to the sweat lobbies. But she's
You
like,
did not pick one of the
play?
dad answers.
Why can't I play with one of my friends? Come here,
You
you little
had cereal
asshole.
in the morning.
Because you had cereal
Without any milk.
without any.
Yeah, that's the other
I had a-
question. You have cereal with or without milk?
Actually, okay, hang on. We could just boil this down really easily. We could just do it just like in SpongeBob when he's trying to get into the salty spittoon. Like, what is your breakfast? All right, you're going to the Weenie Hut.
Weenie Hut Jr.
Super Weenie Hut.
I
Jr.
mean, how juniors? I had a bowl of nails for breakfast. Yes, so without any milk.
Oh, right this
come
way.
on, sorry. Go right this way. Oh, geez. I don't know. I feel like some of the games are going in the right direction on their like toughness scale, but I think some of them that are coming out, I'm just like, what? Have you guys played a game that you played as a kid, and then you're like, how do I do this? You know, whenever you were
Yes.
younger, you did like on the first try.
Yep.
Didn't even think about it.
Yep. Tales of Symphonia. They remastered it for Xbox. It's one of my favorite games. I bought it and I was playing it the other day and I'm like, I used to be really good at this game. And I used to know what I was doing.
That was like me in Kingdom Hearts. I used to be really good at that one. Now I'm like,
Where is
Okay.
Donald Duck?
Damn it. Where is Donald Duck?
okay, there's Goofy. There's Jack Skellington. Where's Donald?
Right.
It's like you
Crap,
can only
we
have
left him in the first level.
left him at the first level. Oh, geez. No, but there was like
Getting
there was
cussed
some
out by Donald
puzzle.
Duck would be hilarious. You know that boy's got some heat that he's been sitting on since the war.
Oh hell yeah! Like I got to
Dog,
one
excuse
part.
me?
I think it was in the Alice in Wonderland world because I was trying to like replay it, and I got stuck. I don't remember what I had to do. I was like, okay, I know I have to
Just-
get large. So when we were younger, you know, we had more time, more consistency in the same game every day. I don't kind of agree with the same game every day. I think I changed games more often as a kid. I played a lot more different variety of games.
It definitely depends on what you were playing, because I remember like playing Borderlands 2 all the way through before I played anything else. You know, I try to stick to one game and complete either the story or whatever before I move to something
Being
else.
the
Yeah.
old guy in the group.
Grandpa.
The games that I grew up with, I played way more like multiple different games because they were so short, right?
Gotcha.
Games back then
Yeah.
were shorter. Now that you got games that play times 40, 50 hours, 60, 70 hours. You know what I mean? Like, but back then your playtime was 2 hours, 3 hours. You know what I mean?
But
So
that was
I
like
did-
the
I played
average.
Multiple, definitely multiple different games.
And then, you know, Final Fantasy came out with like 6 different discs for one game.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid that had 9 discs.
yeah.
Those
Well, if
were
you
the
take it-
best.
But if you take it into effect, like seeing how much games take nowadays compared to them, like there was a reason that they had took so many discs. Now, if you put that same game on, like, you could put that whole game on probably like a flash drive now.
I wish they would make one, like a game in this era that is like that, where it's got like a 10 disc box you have to have, you know, where it's just that cumbersome, just to see what would happen. Because people would probably, like, people who've played that be like, oh, sweet, we're going back to the good stuff, you know? And then people who've never seen it would freak out because they would be like, I can't pull a disc out while I'm in the middle of a game.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's possible.
And all those people who've done before are like, oh yeah, okay, here you go. We're already done. We're already on the next part. And they're like, how am I supposed to do this? I'm going to lose all my progress.
Yeah. I
Or
think it'd be cool to see that just once.
or they would be like, I would rather watch ads than this shit.
Jeez, I'll never say that.
Nope.
No, I'm saying like the younger generation, like instead of taking the disc out because they're going to be so lazy, I'd rather do that.
Well, I think that's because that's what they grew up in,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know. But
And that was just like us saying, who was it? EA was going to start putting ads in their game. And it's just like, no, don't
didn't
bring that to the video
Steam
games.
did that for a while, didn't they? They put ads in the middle of the games.
Certain games, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I heard
think
something about that or whatever, but that they used to do that and that they stopped or whatever.
when they realized people would stop playing those games because that shit would happen. Now they just pop up ads as soon as you like open up Steam and be like, hey, here's a game you might like.
True.
So now it seems like there's longer gaps between sessions. Rotating games probably a little bit more. And life interruptions like work, sleep, and stress. And I really do think that that does take into effect of...
I like how the only interruptions you have is work, sleep, stress. There's nothing else.
That's what it put on chat.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, it's just a funny, like, that they're not like, family time or prior commitments or cooking dinner or being an adult.
Fuck them kids, bro.
Yeah. If it's not work, sleep, or stress, it doesn't count. So, Vigi, next time your family needs you, be like, sorry, it's not in one of these 3 categories.
Sorry, it's game time.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, his wife just starts stressing him out. Okay, she's part of the category. I gotta go.
I'm stressed.
No, but
Time.
I do feel like maybe because we don't get to play as much, it does make a difference on like how we play the games and stuff like that, and how hard the games get.
Oh, that was very. That was very. Yeah, it was very enlightening. We don't get to play the game much, so we're not good at the game.
Yeah,
that's a given. You don't play.
But some games though, you don't have to play it. Like you only have to play them for like a short stint, and then you don't like nothing changes.
Like Minecraft, Stardew Valley, like the little easier games.
Don't Starve Together or anything like that. Like Pokemon.
Unless you're a quantum physicist like Vigi is on his Minecraft.
You leave me and my mods alone, okay?
That's the only way Vigi can enjoy Minecraft.
That's not true. I could play vanilla, but I prefer mods.
Because Vigi goes, oh, what do you guys play? I'm like, Minecraft's like, is it vanilla? I said, yeah. He goes, ew.
Yeah, ew.
Vigi going back to vanilla Minecraft, he'd be like, what is this? Where is everything?
So this is how ChatGPT put it. You're not slower because you're older. You're slower because your neural pathways aren't being refreshed daily.
They just call us dumb.
It did. I'm pretty sure that just says you're an idiot. That's why.
They use a scientific way to call us idiots. Yes. You're just not as sharp as you used to be.
I should have put like in layman's terms. You're just slow because you're stupid.
Explain it to me like I'm.
Yeah. Why am I bad at this game? It's because you suck.
And then it's like, think of it like this. A well-used trail versus one that hasn't been walked on in months.
Maybe you should give it a caveat of, we are gamers, outdoors is bad.
Oh, then it would probably be like, your mom versus not your mom.
Hey, whoa.
So the next category goes vision and sensory processing, the silent killer.
These aren't just for show.
How many fingers am I holding up?
2. No, just 1. A good one. No, my glasses aren't a big, like a heavy prescription. I can see without them. I just can't see things that are far away. So the closer I have my computer screen, the better off I am.
It's gonna burn your retinas.
Vigi's just right here in front of his computer.
Nope, we just see Vigi next time. He has like a VR headset on.
Yeah.
I do want the Steam frame. Just saying, I'm throwing it out there. I want the Steam frame.
I have a Meta Quest. It's fun. It's different.
Yeah, but Meta's too overplayed now. I want something that's new, something that's coming out.
He wants the cutting edge. He wants to be with all the cool kids. He wants the cutting edge.
He wants to get the motion tracker.
Motion tracker.
You know me.
So that way he can actually use his like fist
I love to
start punching.
my motion.
Have you seen the dude who's playing like VR boxing, and he like puts the whatever the controllers on the end of like a broom and a Swiffer, and like so it makes his arm like comically large. I'll have to find it and show you guys later. But
he's basically like using like a Star Wars like lightsaber, but he's like
but the controllers are up there, so like he just has to like jab. It's so funny.
I saw someone they modded theirs to where they were playing Arc Raiders on a full Omni track with the headset on and the gun. That shit was crazy.
That'd be kind of cool, actually. I want to get one of those vests or whatever that you sync out the game.
Yeah, the ones that so if you get shot, you actually feel it.
I feel like that would terrible.
I miss the days of seeing the one guy or whatever on TikTok and Reels and stuff he would make the like recoil and stuff. So
he's sitting there.
His screen just went everywhere.
He sat there and because it has like I think it was like using like a crutch with like something like padding on it, and it would just like push it back or whatever, depending on the recoil. He's like, all right, I'm going to try out this 50 cal, and it just like sends him flying back.
That's the stuff I love.
And the people who were playing, was it World of Tanks? And they actually have like a whole tank setup where they like put in 2-liter bottles and
they have to actually load it. Yeah,
that shit was crazy. Like, people get too immersed in some of that, but it's super cool what people do with all that. I could never do it. I'm not that smart.
I think it'd be cool to try it, but I could never.
Yeah, I'd be all down. Subtle but real. Reduced contrast sensitivity, slightly slower visual processing, and eye fatigue happens faster as we age. And games now love darker palettes, particle effects, motion blur, micro animations as cues. So now enemies feel more like they're out of nowhere, blend into backgrounds, and more unpredictable.
Well, I mean, that's just everything. You know, most games are using an AI system to have their NPC characters react to stuff. I mean, look at Arc Raiders. It's all of the arcs are controlled by an AI program, so they're adaptive. They're learning. You know, they change over time.
Like I sent a video to demo the pops and the fireball burners.
Mm-hmm.
They used to be all solo, like they used to just run by themselves. Now they're running in packs.
Yeah,
that seems terrible. Why would they do that?
It's because AI. Because they're trying to make it to where the AI is learning, so it creates a constant difficulty for the game.
I like it.
It helps keep the difficulty wherever they've put it for that map or that situation.
Like now, and then also if you've noticed, ticks are now starting to be in little packs too. There'll be like 2 or 3 ticks in a room now instead of like
last night I was playing it, and me and a buddy were playing. We encountered 10 ticks in one room.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it's like every time we turned around, there was another one dropping down.
It's crazy because it just sucks because Vici hates this game.
I don't hate it. I just don't care.
You had a bad experience.
I did, and it turned me off.
I think if you get more into like the lobbies that we play in now, where it's more of just like a chill PvE style, where you might have like 1 or 2 people that are just assholes, it's not as bad.
Or just play with your brother.
I'll just have him start giving me shit.
He's giving ghosting me shit all the time, so
I'll start calling him Santa Claus.
Give me all the things.
All the schmeckles.
All the schmeckles.
Anywho.
So
would you say that you're a hard gamer or a soft gamer?
I say I'm a hard gamer.
Vigi, would you say you are a soft or hard gamer?
Right now, pretty soft. Oh, you mean, okay.
This is our one chance to have innuendos all throughout this episode.
I know.
What game gets you bricked up, Vigi?
Legend of Zelda. Love that game. No, I think in general, like my play style is more of a softer gamer. I'm not into the hardcore gaming lifestyle. You know what I mean? I'm more chill. I like to be relaxed when I play a game.
Now it seems like whenever you play Warzone though, you do like try to get like hard.
I get locked in a bit, yeah.
I think you kind of have to in Warzone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even in casuals has turned into like the new normal, and like regular Warzone has turned into like just some god awful sweat fest.
Yeah, that's the big problem. Is there's just too many people that are trying to be fucking professionals at this game, fucking competition ready, in casuals of all places.
Not mentioning us.
Know when the esports scouts are watching, boys.
Not to mention us whenever we were like, yeah, let's go run some like quick matches before this like tournament.
And you're right. You never know when the esports recruiters are watching, but I can guarantee they're not watching in casuals.
No, I know. It was a joke because, like when in college and other sports.
No,
you never know when the scouts are watching you guys. Always go out there and ball out.
Man. You get some fucking sweaty ass fucking people in casuals. Like, dude, chill. We're here to have fun.
That's almost any game, though, where there's a ranked and a non-ranked. I mean, the ranked crew bleeds over into the casuals. And
I think what also sucks is, like, within the PvP category, the fact that people make Smurf accounts.
What does that mean?
So they'll hit that like max level, and then they'll go make a brand new. They'll go make a brand new account. They're coming in at like level 1 or level 2, and they're already slaughtering people because they already like have.
Basically, they've done everything they can do on their main account, and so they just want to torture people again. But they'll be a low level, so
they're sweats.
It's less likely. Yeah, they are sweats, but it's less likely people are like, oh, that person's got to be whatever because they're level 5 or whatever. But
Then
Now
they're
that-
dropping nukes.
Yeah, but people are caught on to that a lot more now, so it's kind of easy to tell if you get like obliterated in a Call of Duty multiplayer match by a level 5 over and over and over because they seem to know where you're going and whatever. 9 times out of 10, it's a Smurf account.
They used to. I think the Smurf account thing came from like, what was it, World of Warcraft back in the day when people used to get like max everything and they just make a new account.
Yeah. But also,
that
too,
was-
I think a lot of that on World of Warcraft, isn't there like a shared loot between all of your accounts or whatever? So
I think so,
they
yeah.
would grind on their high account for whatever, then they would remake a new one, and that this level 5 would have stuff that a level 5 shouldn't have.
Cheaters. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
But now you have this culture that's like always searching for the metas and stuff like that. And I think coming through on PvP, you're gonna have like those people doing like, oh, here's the meta for this week, and I see them all over TikTok.
I hate where games are like if you don't play this specific loadout or this combination, you're not you're not going to succeed. Like, I hate having to deal with meta loadouts and meta.
I almost feel like that's probably why Arc Raiders is taking over so well, because it's not really like this is what you have to play.
Yeah.
It is a kind of play your own style.
And good luck.
Yeah, and good luck. But I feel like, I think every time I go on TikTok, I see at least 5 or 6 videos that are like, this is the meta for this weekend. It's all the same video, just different people saying the same attachments on the same guns. And
you have to run this assault rifle with this compensator and this butt stock. And
see, I remember like OG Modern Warfare 2, it was all even across the board.
Well, yeah, but there wasn't like
a meta.
There wasn't the gunsmith, I know, but there wasn't like that much in depth that you could really do to the gun.
No, it was like, this was the gun. This was like your, like,
here's like your basic 10
perks.
attachments across the whole gambit of the gun. Because like I know you could put silencers and stuff on, but
yeah, it wasn't like something that made the gun overpowered. It's like, were you wanting to be stealthy or were you not? It was kind of like just those things, and nothing affected how much firepower it really had.
Yeah,
and I think
the most like the ammo type,
the most meta loadout you could have back then was the you used to get that backpack where you could always change out your like different loadouts. So you put on a gun with a noob tube on it and you just keep shooting them off in the air and just getting spawn kills.
Yeah, the meta back in the day was just throwing a tomahawk across the map to start the round.
Oh, the good old days.
All those matches that you start and you just see it laying right next to you, like, oh,
it wasn't me. Or you watch your buddy get hit right at the start. You're like, yeah.
It sucks to be you.
There was that one point I remember, because that used to be the huge thing. I just remember instead of going forward, I would go backwards first, wait for it to hit, and then run forward.
I always just went like left or right. Like just immediately started veering one side or the other. Or just take a riot shield and just hold it up and walk.
The old Spartan way.
Yeah.
Oh! It bounced off your shield, hits one of your buddies. Well, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
That wasn't me.
Why do you mean I got an assist?
No. What?
My bad.
So, raise of hands. How many of you like to try to find out if it has PV, like, team fire on by shooting at your friend, right away?
Oh, yeah.
2 seconds into the game. You have to.
I saw, the burnt peanut? He wanted the loot inside this guy's thing, and his buddy was... So he started shooting at his buddy because he knew there wasn't any team damage on. The guy freaked out, thought he was getting shot, and he just starts looting it. It's like, you motherfucker!
Yeah, got him.
And I think the word you're looking for is friendly fire.
That's the word. That was hard.
Yeah. It took you a minute to get there, but we got there.
Words are hard.
Fidgy, what are words?
Hard.
Words
Thanks,
are hard.
buddy.
You're welcome. I'm here to help.
He's here to assist.
That's right.
The Chat GPT's thing is, you're not playing casual players anymore. You're playing mini professionals optimizing fun out of the game.
You're definitely playing against people who do suck the fun out of the game most times anymore. But I would say a stretch on mini professionals.
Yeah.
Like, there are people who are the professional scene, like, and you know it, you watch it, whatever. But just because little Timmy got it for Christmas and he's a higher level than you doesn't make him a mini professional.
No.
It makes him a sucker with no life.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, little Timmy, get a fucking job. Stop being a waste to your family.
Get a job, yeah. Quit being a burden to society.
It was like the guy. the gap may feel like I got worse, but it's actually the floor of skill is rising faster than your available time to play.
The floor is lava.
The floor is lava. Ha! Lava's hot.
Floor is lava.
It's saying like, stress, fatigue, and decision quality may come from, daily outside life, and it makes things difficult. That's a given. So, you like got like work stress, sleep. So, yeah. Hard. As you age, you become more self-aware, less tolerant of failure, and more conscious of used to be better.
More tolerant of failure? That sounds like somebody who's just given up on life. Like they accept, like, oh, I'm just used to failing all the time. Like, no, you wake up and you punch today in the face and you don't
That's
fail.
definitely a blue-collar worker right there.
It's definitely a boomer statement.
Blue-collar worker, whatever. No, but that can be seen as like the way I play it. Right? I play games just to have fun. If I lose, it is what it is.
That's the thing. I think people anymore are just so earmarked on their stat sheet of their KDRs and their wins to losses. Like, just play the game, man. Like,
fucking have fun with it.
Yeah.
I think
stop trying to be a professional player that you're never going to be.
Stop trying to be like the next Nick Merckx or whoever.
Stop trying to be an esports player in a casual lobby and just play the game the way the developers wanted you to. Just enjoy it. Pick your favorite character. Pick your favorite gun. Go in there and just have fun with it.
Not everybody's metas.
Fun.
I mean,
that man.
That's a sweat right there.
Yeah. But like, in kind of his defense, though, he has to be. He's a part of the esports league. Like,
he's an esports team player. I get it. Yeah.
Like, those guys have to be more sweaty than us because we're just doing this for fun. They're doing it because, like, part of their job, I guess.
One of my dad's old coworkers came over for like New Year's. And I was talking to him, and I asked him, I was like, so have you watched any of these esports? He's like, oh yeah, I watch it all the time. It's like, so does our military, each branch, have their own? He's like, oh yeah, they do, and they don't actually work. They just play games all day. That's what they get paid to do.
Signing up for the military, boys.
If I would have known that when I joined,
you know, crazy that
I'd still be in.
What brings you to the Army recruitment office? I want to be a part of the
I want to play video games.
So another thing that they're saying is like now difficulty is a selling point because of the Souls-like games getting their popularity and stuff like that. So you're going to have that harder game style, and they know that more difficulty is going to bring more views because more people are going to stream it because, people like watching people in pain.
People like to watch people suffer.
Yeah. And that's just now a huge selling point. And I mean, it is. It's funny to watch someone suffer. Not in a, like, I don't want to watch someone get tortured to, like basically on the brink of death, but I'm saying, like, getting tortured.
No.
Like in all fun.
I think everybody kind of should know that, like, when we refer to that, we're wanting to watch gamers like ourselves suffer on a game that maybe we've struggled with or we've never played because we know it's too difficult for us to play.
Now, I have found it funny to watch someone play a game that I've beaten before, but I knew it was tough, and watching them try to struggle through that, I'm just like, oh, I know it. I know what's coming up.
I know the secrets, but I'm not going to share it.
Not
fine. Keep your secrets.
Gonna be a
they're saying now,
gamer.
Now they're saying games are coming out with more minimum forgiveness and stuff like that, and I do feel like you're gonna see a lot more of that.
I agree
for sure. Do I think it's a bad thing? No. Am I gonna try some of those games? For sure.
I think it can be a bad thing.
I thought about getting the Dark Souls game and try playing it on my stream just to let people watch me just suffer.
If you're gonna start with any Dark Souls game, start with Elden Ring.
I'll say, have you played Elden Ring?
No, I haven't.
Start with Elden Ring. Here's why. One, it's open world, so it's not linear. It's not as linear as a Souls game like Bloodborne or any of the Dark Souls. You have your classes get expanded a little bit more. It's got more forgiveness in it than a regular Souls game, but it is still incredibly difficult.
Gotcha.
It is difficult. I played it.
Gonna call upon let me solo her.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like, there's people that are freaks like that have busted the meta, if you will, on those kind of games. But the game is still just incredibly hard.
Right.
Like, you have to spend so much time to get to that point.
No, I 100% agree with that. And Elden Ring I played it solo for a while, and then I played it with the co-op mod with a buddy of mine, and it still wasn't any easier.
I think now there's actually a co-op mode.
There's another one. It's called Night Rain, and it's a 4-person kind of co-op game. You're not playing through Elden Ring, but you're still in the Elden Ring world, and you're still encountering the same situations. But it's more of just like boss battle kind of esque stuff. Whereas Elden Ring, you have the story, you have the side quests, you have all of the other aspects to it.
Gotcha.
I love Elden Ring. It's probably like top 5 favorite games.
It was fun. I played the shit out of it for a while.
Well, I guess
Yeah, I'm like, I've only ever, I'm not super far into it. I'm too scared to go back to it because I'm like, God, I have not played this forever. And I know I will just get wrecked.
I think once I get my office all set up, I'll probably save up and get it. That'll be my next game I get.
Should be.
So, do you
Soul
guys...
Mask can come play with me.
So you can beat the shit out of me, look longingly into my eyes, and be like, ew, no, throws me away.
Soft.
Veggies like, I only want hard people.
That's right.
So when playing games, do you do anything different that maybe helps you adapt to some of the things that may have changed, like your reaction times and stuff like that?
No, you just play the game the way the developers intended.
Yeah.
And if you're not good, you're not good.
I go in to have fun. That's it. If I'm not having fun, I switch to a different game.
Something's gonna piss Vigi off in Soul Mask, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go play a different game. Something must have pissed him off on Raft, and that's why he's playing Soul Mask.
Actually, something has pissed me off in Soul Mask, but I enjoy the game so much that I've just stuck with it.
And obviously, something's pissed you off on Raft because you haven't played that in a hot minute either.
The Raft itself.
Beat it.
Oh, you did beat it? Hell yeah. I love how Ghosty at first was like, wait a minute, you can beat the game?
I honestly didn't know there was an end point to it. I thought it was just...
There was actually a whole storyline and everything.
Who knew?
You just basically make a giant floating square and collect everything within your grasp.
You mean you make a raft?
No! Make a yacht.
I mean...
I did make a yacht.
I'll say Vigi talked about how big his was, and it sounded like he made a yacht.
I did. I made a
Vigi's?
yacht.
Was yours big?
It was huge. Huge.
So many bonks in this episode.
So many. But it's good, because that's what this episode's for, right? Right?
We're diving deep into the bonk lore.
It was huge.
Getting deep in there. I've seen so many... So, going on Arc Raiders
This
here for a
conversation's
second.
gonna go.
So you know how everybody calls like the safe pocket the prison pocket now?
Yeah. You have to.
They're saying they're coming up with these memes like, oh, the next new item coming out, next 2 new items coming out in Arc Raiders is petroleum jelly to get that stuff in your prison pocket, and then the glove to get it out of the pocket whenever you kill somebody.
I've seen some TikToks about that. My favorite one is the dude's like, I need to put it in my prison pocket. And he puts it on the ground and he does like a super jump and just lifts his legs up.
I saw someone used AI and they're all like, I don't think you understand how deep I'm willing to go. And he puts on like this giant glove.
Seen, I think it was just a picture of it. And it was, like the loadout screen. And it was like him holding it was a glass jar. And it showed his raider and it was a guy. And he was like putting it towards the prison pocket. They're like, we know what happens.
We know what happens. Oh, jeez. Okay, so do you feel like you're more of a PvE person now or a PvP person still?
Always been a PvE. Just
yeah,
because
I
it's my
prefer.
play.
I'm going to be the same on that one because, like, don't get me wrong, I do like some of the good matches on like Warzone. If I'm playing Warzone, I'm definitely going in for PvP. That's what you play Warzone for.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you have to on that. But like, if you're
you have to.
So like
but...
Arc Raiders, you're given the option of a PvP. I go for the PvE versus the PvP.
Which is funny because
I'm at the point in that game. Like if somebody shoots me, I'm like, all right, whatever, because I'm not going to ruin my lobby matchmaking just to kill somebody to be stuck with people who that's all they want to do.
And it was kind of funny because they said they kind of made this game as a social experiment to see what if they were given the option of PvP or PvE, what would they do? And they've noticed that a majority of players are going to do PvE versus PvP. And they've noticed that most of the time, the people that are PvP are definitely like the big streamers like the Burnt Peanut and stuff like that are in there for the views.
I think we deep dived enough that we know we're not necessarily soft or hard gamers, maybe. But I think that
maybe like a chub gamer.
Oh, why?
This is why I'm not going to be on the shirt.
Give him a little spot, like just right on the like seam. But no, I mean, I think games are just getting harder because that's just what they have to do.
Yeah. And I think if they don't
then
keep up that, like you guys said, it's just people are not going to play those games anymore because they're not.
And
gonna have
we
that.
know ChatGPT has no sympathy for us, and he just calls us dumb without calling us dumb.
Yeah, that was. You just suck because you're stupid.
Yeah.
Like, we know, but still, you didn't
don't
have to tell us.
If I wanted to be called stupid, I'd call my family.
Call my family. Oh, geez. Well, this has been a good episode, guys. Appreciate y'all for joining us today.
Hooray. We did it.
And I
we
hope
survived.
we survived. I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you guys for joining us today on Pull the Trigger Podcast. My name is Mr. Stubbins, and these degenerates.
Don't forget to follow our socials: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Sub to us on YouTube if you're not already. You can see all the behind the scenes stuff coming out every Saturday on the extra lives. You get to see all sorts of shenanigans throughout that. Stuff that doesn't make the main episode. And don't forget, like Vigi, stay hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or be soft like Stubbins.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
Also, yeah.